Day in Milwaukee, Catholic priests and victims of clergy abuse unite with one voice. And it happened right here today. Beverly Taylor has more on the story.
We are told this is probably the first of its kind partnership in the country, but it came together after the two sides began to really talk to each other and really listen to each other, and because of a sense of urgency. It's something that many never thought they'd see. Priests and victims of childhood sexual abuse by clergy taking out a full-page newspaper ad talking about clergy sex abuse. To many, the two groups are bitter enemies, even to some of them, until about a year ago.
I realized that in my own head and heart they had become my enemies, and they could no longer be enemies.
So for a year, a small group of priests and victims have been meeting and talking and finding that they're not so far apart. Their primary message right now urges victims of abuse to meet the deadline for filing a case for restitution through the Milwaukee Archdiocese bankruptcy process.
After that February 1st bar date, it may be likely that there will never be an opportunity for restitution through the legal system in some way for victims in this archdiocese. So
the group is also offering resources.
Helping them to get access to what has happened, to get the truth out, and to let that truth begin in whatever ways to begin that process of healing.
Peter Isley with the Survivors Network of Those Abused by Priests, or SNAP, says those most affected by the sexual abuse have been, of course, the victims and their families, but also priests of integrity.
Have really deeply affected their struggle to bring the message of the gospel to their community. And so that wound to the priesthood needs to be healed.
We have a long ways to go, but boy, I really believe this is a tremendous start.
The small core group of priests and survivors are hoping their group will expand and the dialogue will continue, as well as the demand for truth. We're told Archbishop Listecki knows about the group, but has neither encouraged or discouraged it. Live in the newsroom, Beverly Taylor, Fox 6 News.
Bev, thank you. The latest now on the